son of jailed drug lord gunned down with 100 shots outside popular gym in Harbor Bay this evening. Tennyson, also known as Teddy Chisholm, a 29 victim of McFit 360 gym shooting at Harbor Bay Plaza. Born November 30, 1994, Teddy attended C.V. Bethel High School only 2 years after graduating. Teddy would be a part of a manhunt for the 77th murder that occurred Monday, July 6, 2015. Tennyson Chisholm, who was wanted for 4 days, was charged with the murder of a male that was found dead. A man who was shot on Sunday, 5th of July 2015, died in the hospital Monday evening, becoming the country's 77th homicide that year. According to our records, that Tuesday, officer in charge of the Central Detective Unit, Chief Superintendent Paul Roll, said police had no one in custody since Sunday, but are following significant leads. The victim, who we will identify in a minute, was involved in an argument with another man named Teddy outside a popular nightclub near Arawak Cay Fish Fry when he was shot multiple times in the abdomen by Chisholm. The victim was rushed to hospital by ambulance in critical condition but died a few hours later. The victim was identified as 21-year-old Thor Adderley, also known as Trip Out. Our sources learned that Trip Out started the fight by throwing a bottle at Teddy's head, and that resulted in Teddy reacting fast. As Teddy ran and reached for his gun that was stashed inside of a female purse, suddenly gunshots were dispatched. As crowds gets to scatter, vendors get to ducking, there was only one person remaining in the area, a lifeless body of a male. Since being released on bail for the 2015 murder rap, Teddy has been moving cautiously. Teddy is known to move narcotics and edibles throughout several communities. While taking over from his senior father's drug business, Teddy were to be targeted by other drug bosses that rival with his father. Let's fast track our story to 2023. In Nassau, Bahamas, a young man is dead after being shot outside the McFit gym in Harbor Bay Shirley Street side, who has been identified as Tennyson Teddy Chisholm, son of jailed drug lord Omar Chisholm, who is presently serving a 20-year prison sentence in Cuba. Rounds of gunfire were heard like firecrackers in the parking lot as the Teddy had just left the main entrance of the gym following an evening workout. Teddy had just left the popular gym when he was confronted by a gunman who opened multiple rounds of gunfire on him, hitting multiple times about the body. He died on the scene. The incident unfolded just near the vicinity of Starbucks, where scores of local and foreign patrons were hanging out for the evening. Earlier this year, Teddy was ambushed at a residential area where his girlfriend resides. Teddy was seen in a viral video shared via social media with a gunshot to the hand as he tried to escape his assailants in a business establishment, where a lady pushes him back on the outside, where he was seen nervously looking around holding his bloody arm leaving the area. Teddy then changed his life and became a Christian once again, was viral for his passion singing and his inspiration and motivation to inspire the fellow youths throughout the poverty communities. Omar Chisholm Sr., a drug lord from New Providence, Nassau, the Bahamas, also the father of the country's recent homicide, Teddy Chisholm. Omar, who has a long history with authorities, was also a wanted suspect before his son came into fame. Omar Chisholm was wanted Thursday, October 27, 2011 in reference to double homicide. Chisholm, who spent nearly 1 year on the run, was captured Sunday, January 15, 2012. Police make drug arrest and arrest wanted suspect. A large quantity of drugs was confiscated by police from a vacant property at Yamacraw Beach Estates. Initial police reports indicate that around 4:45 a.m. on Sunday, the January 15, 2012, officers of the Drug Enforcement Unit acting on information proceeded to the property, where they uncovered 24 Crocosack bags with an street estimate of $600,000. Omar Chisholm, who was charged with drugs, was also referenced to a double shooting incident, which occurred at Fowler Street of East Bay Street on Wednesday, October 26, 2011. A former fugitive is now on remand at Her Majesty's Prison. Police launched a manhunt for Omar Chisholm after they alleged he chased and shot 2 men near the Esso service station on East Bay Street on October 26, 2011. Chisholm, who were to be 33 of age and of Yamacraw Beach Estates, appeared before Deputy Chief Magistrate Carolita Bethel the day after police arrested him. At his arraignment, he was not required to enter a plea to charges that he attempted to murder Kevin Johnson and Frankie Pierre. Prosecutors expect to transfer the case to the Supreme Court by a voluntary bill of indictment on March 27. Bethel denied Chisholm bail. Amendments to the Bail Act have removed the power of magistrates to grant pretrial release to persons accused of attempted murder. Murray O'Dusil represents Chisholm. Chisholm was acquitted of both murder charges and quickly released into his drug peddling ways. 3 men accused of illegally smuggling drugs into the country in connection with a $3 million drug seizure in the Exuma case were denied bail ahead of their trial. Omar Chisholm, 42, Andrew Pratt, 37, and Adrian Mackey, 37, appeared before Deputy Chief Magistrate Andrew Forbes accused of conspiring to possess a quantity of Indian hemp sometime between September 17 and 21. The prosecution alleged the men had plans to sell the drugs found in their possession. During the arraignment, the men were also charged with 1 count each of marijuana possession with the intent to supply, conspiracy to import dangerous drugs, and importing a quantity of marijuana into the country on September 21. The prosecution further argued the defendants assaulted 3 officers with a white twin-engine boat, and accused them of causing harm to Sergeant 2009 Newton when officers approached them that day. According to police reports, members of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, U.S. Coast Guard and other American agencies launched a joint operation on Monday morning. That day, a team was conducting surveillance along the Ragged Island chain when they came upon a speedboat with 4 occupants on board. The vessel was asked to stop, however. The captain failed to comply and a chase followed. Police Commissioner Paul Roll said a police boat was launched from Exuma to intercept the vessel. He said the chase lasted roughly 1 hour and 15 minutes and ended in Barry Tari, Exuma, where the defendants rammed the police boat in an effort to escape. 1 police officer was injured during the encounter. During the hearing, Chisholm, Pratt, and Mackey denied all of the allegations brought against them and the case was adjourned to February 25, 2021 for trial. Due to the nature of the charges, the men were denied bail and remanded to the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services until that time. 3 accused granted bail. One of whom, Omar Chisholm, skipped town, went to Cuba for a drug exchange when he was apprehended by Cuban officials. This is how it all happened. More in part 2. Make sure like, comment, subscribe.